You gotta talk. There you go.
I can't do it.
Hello, Ultimate Hoops Nation. This is.
I'm the host. You're the host.
No, it works. Hello, Ultimate Hoops Nation. I'm Sonny Younggraves. This is Aaron Wimsett. This is the Good, Bad, and the Ugly, episode 3, season 3. Let's start tonight here in Fridley. Lights out, loses to the Bulls. Did you see that game?
Bulls.
Short-handed?
Short-handed Bulls. The only new player, they had Stephen Kelsey last week. This week they had Greg Wells. Rumor is Austin Brown and Glenn Farrer will be coming next week. For them to get off to a 2-0 start, it's pretty big, especially when you have talent like Austin and Glenn coming in.
Yeah, it sounds like a powerhouse for Fridley, and it definitely matches up with Twan's bigger lights-out team. So it'll be interesting. It's going to shake up Fridley with no Avengers and the Blazers and Free Ballers trying to take over. See, other game of the night, 5-5 beats the Free Ballers. Repeat of last season. I believe they beat them in the season as well.
And early on, I think, too. Yeah. I think it was early on. No, I mean, just 5-5 came out with the intensity. They just seemed to get into their heads early on. I didn't get to see much of the game. I did hear Junius say, "Get the hell out of our gym" at the end of the game. But no, I mean, that's a team that have their number.
Yeah, and it was definitely key. It looks like they picked up Mike Bundy, somebody to handle the ball, to help the open player. Hasn't played rec in a couple seasons, and to help out Christensen make the outside shots. He plays tough defense, helps out Mike. It was a good win, solid win. Junius loud as ever, and ready to go.
We'll see, and that was good for a 5-5 because 5-5 lost to Victoria's Secret last week, who their game tonight versus the Barracudas was, I think it was like, I want to say it was like 42-40 something. I should know because I did stats, but it was a low scoring game, and it was just, I won't be surprised if both teams shot 20%. So a good rebound for a 5-5.
Yeah, definitely a bounce back win.
Yeah.
On to the bad. It was blowout central tonight.
And last night.
Yeah,
you know, there was 4, I believe, 4 in Bloomington South, 2 here in Fridley that were 10 or more. If you look at 8 points or more, it was 8 out of 12. And I think 15 or more, there was 4 or 5 games. So I don't know what's up. It's a weird season. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
It's got both sites with 12 teams?
Yep.
12 teams, players jumping all over the place. Gorillas don't have a point guard, or Billy has yet to show for them. Let's see, Uncle Drew's kids rebound and beat the Spurs, but let the Spurs hang in for the first half, just going 3 for 3.
It's the second game too. The Spurs have looked really good in the first half. Like they played the Rebels last week. They look really. I think they're only down by like 4 at halftime against the Rebels. I think pretty much the same this week. But I don't know what the heck happened to them in the second half. They got a pretty good. If you talk about Chuck's team, I think the one season he had Ethan, but this is probably the best team he's brought to Ultimate Hoops.
Yeah, it's well-rounded. They just have to work on their team defense, I would say, from seeing that game last night.
They shoot a few too many threes.
Yeah, and forced threes.
Poor shot selection.
Yeah, if it was NBA 2K, it would be bad shot selection with a D+ grade for the game. Let's see, Rebels and Miller Time last night. So week 1, Miller Time came back on Big Smash. I think they were down 15 in the second half to get a 1-point win. And looks like first half they were down, I believe, 12. And they had to try to make a run at it against the Rebels. Did you see any of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the difference in that game is the Rebels just Austin Brown is as athletic as they come. He's a good dribbler. The Rebels just put pressure on him. He does like the he's usually athletic enough to get away from pretty much anybody. But he does like kind of like just get out and shimmy and but the Rebels they were forcing him into a corner, and they were getting the ball out of his hands, which I think was the difference in the game. Miller time. I think Miller time was a little out of sync due to the Rebels' defense. But, yeah, I mean, what I saw from the game is Dustin was up on Austin the whole time, and then they'd have another guy come, and they'd drive him into a corner.
Yeah. Yep. And are they missing Lukic?
Aaron Lukic, yep.
For the season?
Yep. I don't know what's up with him. Because he played for the Blazers last year, too, and he's not – haven't seen him here.
Yeah, so that would be interesting if he comes mid-season. It definitely helps space the floor.
Oh, yeah. Austin. Yep. Because when he gets going on threes, he can playoff game versus Bulls, he was, 5 for 5 to start off the game or something? He's a shooter. He's a good all-around player. But
yeah. Crusaders make the return to give us a 12 team in Bloomington.
They look good. Yeah, they played the Muskies, who went to the championship last season. Only lost by 6. I think they only had 6 players, but they look good. Sean Hall had a big game. He was kind of, I think, last season or 2 seasons ago when they had him. He was kind of the 6th or 7th guy off the bench. So it'll be interesting to see if he gets some more playing time because he can score. And then they got a bigger guy, Josh. Don't know his name, but got to watch him a little bit. He seems to have a good game or pretty good game. So we'll see how that one turns out.
Yeah, I know he's a streaky 3-point shooter too. So if he sees a couple go in, it could definitely space the floor. And I wonder if they're going to have Howard come in too. So that would be help to have a sub for sub with a big guy. I don't think they've had that in a while since a name change probably. But they pushed the Muskies, who took a 22-point lead last night at halftime, to force them to a 4-point game. It just came down to a few turnovers at the end. And I don't even want to say it, but on to the ugly. Josh Hoyle gets a team in, the day before Fridley?
He let me know. They were. I think they were in the plan the whole time, but yeah.
Supersonics. So the Supersonics play the Magic Johnsons today, and so there was
Magic wasn't there.
The Magic wasn't there. There was a debate in the beginning of the game about the game ball. Apparently, the lifetime ball worked in their favor because they thrashed Magic Johnsons by at least 40.
50. 50, right?
Maybe 50. Josh Hoyle went nuts. Corey went nuts. And John Goody did what he does best. He frustrated Abdi, picked up a double tech.
Hit a 3.
Hit a 3. Then he came in the lane early. He didn't know, but then he drew another tech on another one of our players. So it was just frustration for the Magic Johnsons. Couldn't get anything going offensively and played horrible defense. And they just ran us out the gym.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was doing stats on the other court, but yeah, I mean that's what it looked like. It looked like they were beating you in transition, and yeah, you guys look frustrated. So we'll see. Magic Johnsons will be back, but I think Supersonics, they've won both their games so far, so they're 2-0.
And Magic Johnson are 0-2.
Yeah. See, it's weird again. Weird start to the season.
Yeah. So I wonder how the strength of schedule will work out this season.
See,
it'll be interesting.
If we do the same seating meeting, it doesn't really strength of schedule. We'll see if it comes into effect. Let's talk about balls for a little bit. It's been funny now that we don't have to use Spalding balls to see just kind of what the most players that I've seen like the Spalding ball now. And when we first just from what even when it's like up in the air and there's 2 teams feeding the refs balls and both teams agree to a ball, usually it's Spalding this pick. Now you said you liked Nike or the Wilson more, and to me it's just too soft and it's like a pillow. I think personally, I think the Spalding's more of a shooter's ball than Wilson is. But you disagree. What are your thoughts?
Let's compare free throw percentage and let's see.
You didn't want to compare my free throw percentage.
Yeah, we're gonna put you at the line.
Okay.
We're gonna take 10 shots
season?
with each ball,
Okay.
and we're gonna see what your best percentage is. And we're gonna
Okay.
see what a shooter ball is.
Next week, we'll do
We
it.
can do it next week.
Next week.
Open. Any thoughts?
Yeah, let's talk open for a while. Spurs come back every fall. Maybe winter if they did well in fall, or if their work schedules work out and everything. Spurs are always good. They have Mike Nelson back. He's healthy. I think. I think.
Well, he's healthy enough to put up 38 tonight.
If his work schedule doesn't get in the way, the Spurs. Well, I think they've made it to the championship.
Yep.
2 out of the last 3 seasons they've been in, or some. So, they're a force to be reckoned with. City team, who beat them tonight, is a force to be reckoned with. There's always Rip City. There's always the Wolves. Abe Froman's kind of an anomaly. You don't know what they're going to do, but they could be good.
Is Byrne back permanently, or is he?
I think he's back permanently, from what I know. Maybe not permanently, but should be here for the season. But here's where I need to be the host. But who's your favorite team, and is Mike Nelson going to be the MVP this season?
For the Spurs, yes, he's definitely probably their most valuable player. He gets the spacing on the floor. For their other shooters, and tonight they didn't have Travis or John Bryant, which that's big. You need them to be able to kick the ball out too. But I can't think of his last name, not so fine. But he was big tonight. I believe he had to have 6-7 threes, and the clutch 8-0 run by itself in the last 2 minutes of the game to put them up. But that'll be big. And I know before I left, I did see Rip City and MMOG tied 46-46 at the half. But it's tough with their games. It's like 50-50 defense. Let's score first, and then in the last 5 minutes, let's play defense.
Yeah, and Rip City never really seems to play serious until the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like 2 seasons ago when they were in the championship game and they actually played a full game, and they looked awesome, Defense was there, but then, when during the regular season they come in, they're joking around, and they play lackadaisically, and Open's always intriguing, especially when City squad goes to the championship. They're loaded. You had a few players last season that had to go back over to Europe. You didn't really have a full team for the championship. You come back this season with different guys, and you're still loaded. And you get the Spurs, Rip City, the Wolves, you name it. White's World, I don't even.
That'd be interesting.
New team, Big Smash is out, White's World's in. A bunch of guys like Dwight Goins, a bunch of names you're used to seeing, so they could be good too. I think they're part of playing right now. It'll be interesting. If I were to predict, it of course it's based off how the bracket falls, but I think it's going to be Rip City Spurs in the championship if the Spurs have a full team the whole time. I know Travis is sometimes busy with work. John Bryant's sometimes busy with work, and then there's Mike Nelson too. And if Mike, I think didn't they play the championship like last time without him? I think they were without Mike.
Yeah, I think that's the one they won.
Yep.
With Spurs, Rip City maybe. It'll be tough. Will Neil have a good year? It's tough.
The Wolves are like one every 3 seasons. They're insane.
It'll be interesting.
Hans is going off. Got Neil. They get
Munsell.
You name it. Yeah, they're stacked too. So my pick is
Rip City.
Rip City Spurs. So we'll see.
I'm not gonna disclose my pick. I'm gonna, because I'm definitely gonna ride with my team. I don't know who we're gonna match up with. But it's interesting, especially since the Bulls like dispersed all over the place. You have Marlon with his own team.
Yep, both Thomas brothers.
Yep, and then you have Ian, who left and went to MMOG, and Luke went back to MMOG. So it'll be an interesting season.
Yep. Well, MMOG. There's another team that, you know, they've never really put it together, but they've always come with a good team. So,
any final thoughts?
No. Let's see. It's been weird so far. So we'll see what happens. We're only week 2, so we'll see.
Countdown to Junior's Ho's final Minnesota interview coming up. See you next week.
My free throw shooting, I better practice.
40%. I'm calling in now.